This is the story of a young girl who began her life in the darkest of ways. A baby abandoned, a baby buried alive, a baby left to die even before her life could begin. Yet, against all odds, she survived. She was rescued, given a second chance, and today she lives as a symbol of hope, resilience, and the extraordinary power of love. Her name is Nadia Cherono, the adopted daughter of President William Ruto of Kenya. This is not just her story, but a story of life's miracles and how destiny can change with a single act of kindness. We go back to 2015, somewhere in Machakos County, Kenya. Tragedy was unfolding. A newborn baby girl had been abandoned and cruelly buried alive. Her tiny body was hidden beneath the earth, left without breath, without protection, without hope. She had been denied the right to live before she had even begun her journey. No one knows exactly what went through the mind of the person who did this. Was it fear, poverty, desperation, or cold cruelty? We may never know, but what we do know is that fate had a different plan for this little girl. Sometimes miracles could come in the most unexpected ways. In this case, a cow grazing in the field is said to have disturbed the soil where the baby was buried. It was this act, something so ordinary, that led to an extraordinary discovery. A passerby and later Catholic nuns from Madre Ipolata Children's Home were alerted, and what they found shocked them. Beneath the soil was a newborn baby, her tiny body already beginning to decompose, yet somehow still alive. Fragile, weak, but fighting for life. This baby girl had endured the unimaginable, buried alive, and yet she clung to survival. The nuns quickly rushed her to safety. They cleaned her, wrapped her, and gave her immediate medical attention. It was a race against time, but she survived. The fact that she was still alive was nothing short of a miracle. The nuns named her and took her in, beginning a journey of healing. Her story of survival began to spread. The cruelty she had endured touched hearts across Kenya. One of the people who heard the story was then Deputy President William Ruto. Moved deeply, he and his family made a decision that would change both their lives forever. They adopted the little girl, giving her not only a home but a new identity. Ruto named her Nadia Cherono. Cherono was chosen in honor of his mother, Sarah Cherono. It was a name that carried meaning, love, and legacy. Nadia, once abandoned, now had a family, a father, a mother, and siblings who embraced her as one of their own. From the day she was adopted, Nadia's life transformed. She moved from a children's home to the warm embrace of the Ruto family. She grew up with love, with siblings who treated her as their sister, and with a father and mother who nurtured her. For Ruto, it was not just an act of charity, but an act of faith, to give a child who had been left for dead a chance at life. Over the years, Nadia has been seen in public alongside President Ruto and his family. She walks hand in hand with him at events, smiling shyly at the cameras, her innocence shining through. In moments captured at the World Rally Championship Safari Rally in 2024, she was seen holding her father's hand lovingly, a tender reminder of how far she has come. Nadia's story is not about tragedy and survival, it's a reminder of the resilience of life, how a newborn, buried under soil with little chance of survival, could rise and now live as part of Kenya's first family. She is a symbol that no matter how dark the beginning is, the ending can be rewritten. She represents the power of compassion, how a single act of rescue and later adoption gave her life meaning. In Kenya, where stories of abandonment sometimes make headlines, Nadia's journey reminds us that every child is valuable, every life matters, and that sometimes the most broken beginnings can lead to the most beautiful transformation. Imagine for a moment if that cow had not grazed over the soil. Imagine if the nuns had not rushed to save her. Imagine if Ruto's family had not chosen to adopt her. The story of Nadia Cherono would never have been told. She could have remained just another nameless tragedy. But because of a series of acts of kindness and faith, her story is now one of hope. Today, Nadia Cherono grows up in comfort, surrounded by love. She has access to education, healthcare, and the guidance of a family that has embraced her fully. From abandoned to adored, her journey is proof that the past does not have to define the future.